So here we have the Ford S-Max Titanium Sport Automatic on a 17 plate. I'm going to show you around the outside of the car first of all, and then we'll hop in and I'll run through a few controls on the inside. From the outside you'll see it's got those alloy wheels and 5 doors, as well as the side skirting, the front lower skirting, and around the rear as well. Let's start off inside the boot and then we can work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see we've got the twin exhausts as well as reversing sensors. This is the car in its 7-seat format, so that's the amount of boot space you'd have in that scenario. Let me show you what it's like when the 2 rear seats are folded down. So as you can see, with them folded down, you get loads of boot space. Those 3 what would be middle seats that are currently back seats also fold down to give you even more space should you need it. Okay, so I'm just going to work my way back around to the front of the car now before I jump in and run through some controls. But now that we've done a full circle, you can see not only is it in fantastic condition, but it looks really good with the extra kind of side skirting, front skirting that you get with the sport version of this car. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. As you can see, you get full leather seats, which are in great condition. There's loads to run through on the dashboard of this car, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so we're going to start with the dials. On the left hand side we've got the rev counter, and on the right hand side the speedometer. You can see the total miles on this car in the centre. There are 11,270, and beneath that it will show you what gear we're in. This car is an automatic, so we're currently in park. There are 2 separate computers you can operate that's displayed on this central panel. The first one is the middle one, highlighted in red at the moment. That's controlled using arrows on the right hand side of the steering wheel, where you can look at the satellite navigation, your phone, speed data. So if you go to entertainment, for example, it will show you what radio station you're listening to. Then the one on the left is more a traditional trip computer with fuel economy information and that sort of thing, and that is controlled using the buttons on the left hand side of the steering wheel. So the steering wheel itself, these are the buttons I was using a moment ago, left and right. Beneath that we've got cruise control and speed limiter, and beneath this side we've got stereo controls as well as the ability to use voice activation for the phone. So if you hit that button, ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list, it will do that for you. That is of course once you've paired the phone, which is done on the colour screen in the centre here. You just tap the box where it says connect phone and then follow the instructions from there. This car has got various ways you can listen to music. DAB radio, which is on there at the moment, is one of them, but if you hit sources you can see all of them. So AM, FM and DAB radio, CD and Bluetooth audio. This car also has USB connections, so if you connect up a device via USB, there'll be a separate box that will appear here, and there are actually 2 USB connections on this car. We can go back a screen just here. We can hit the home button, will take us back to the home menu. This car has also got satellite navigation, which you can see is now loaded up there. Very easy to use. Hit destination, pop your postcode in, and away you go. Beneath that we've got the CD player for the car, and then the climate control. So it's dual zone climate control. You can independently adjust the temperature on either side of the car. So this is the passenger side of the car, driver side of the car, and when you make those adjustments it will show on here driver side of the car, passenger side of the car. You can then adjust the fans with the buttons in the middle here, and that will show up there as well. The air conditioning is on when you hit that button, or you can hit auto and the car will maintain the temperatures you've asked for by adjusting the fan speeds accordingly itself. You then have rear screen heater and a heated front screen, which is obviously useful this time of year, as is the driver and passenger electric seats. Excuse me. Beneath that we've got 2 USB inputs and a 12-volt charging socket underneath there for your phone, and then the fully automatic gearbox. To the left of that, the electronic handbrake, and to the right of that we can turn on the front parking sensors. The rear ones will come on as soon as you put it in reverse anyway, and this is the stop and start. So this car is designed to cut out in traffic to save you fuel when you're stationary. If you'd rather turn that system off, you can do, as I've just done there. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.